It was the governor's custom each year during the Passover celebration to release one prisoner, anyone the people requested. One of the prisoners at that time was Barabbas, a revolutionary who had committed murder in an uprising. The crowd went to Pilate and asked him to release a prisoner as usual. "Would you like me to request to you this King of the Jews?" Pilate asked, for he realized by now that the leading priests had arrested Jesus out of envy. But at this point, the leading priests stirred up the crowd to demand the release of Barabbas instead of Jesus. Mark chapter 15, verses 6 through 11. Who was Barabbas? In 1961, a movie was released starring Anthony Quinn as Barabbas. The man had been sentenced to die, and I don't think it's a stretch for us to imagine that we would call him a terrorist. So what do you think it was like for him in those nights in the dungeon, anticipating the horror and the torture of crucifixion? Then suddenly the door swings open and he is ushered from the dungeon into the streets of Jerusalem as a free man. The Gospels don't give us really any more details than that, but the movie goes on to try to map out what it was like for Barabbas, thinking back, haunted by the image of Jesus for the rest of his life, knowing he had died in his place. And I think that's a pretty honest, possible outcome. Dear God, help us to comprehend the full weight of truth about the fact that Jesus died in our place. Every single one of us. He took the place not just of Barabbas, but for us on that cross. Help us to be changed by this fact forever. So do you experience ever a time when you're dreading some type of a consequence, something that you are going to experience because of your actions and it's not going to be pleasant? Think back what it might be like for the days and nights leading up to that deadline. And did you ever have someone step in at the last second to free you from the consequences and to endure them in your place? If so, how did that change your life?